States abroad. Typically that means Western Europe. It's typically a short-term trip. Once in a while we go to Latin America, even less often to the African continent. Global learning. That's a synopsis of what it means through the lens of what a U.S. institution like UB understands to be international education or global learning. Why does it matter? Or does it matter is probably the better question. Does global learning matter? And you today are embarking on an expression, a reflection of global learning. Does it matter? Does global learning matter? And I would say this as a sub-thesis to the big thesis I just presented you. It matters more. It's higher impact when it looks like this. It's higher impact when individuals from the so-called global north are interacting with friends, colleagues, students from the so-called global south. And I know those are very generalized categories, but we need to think critically about how the world is structured. Power, periphery, north, south. International education today is little more than a superficial exchange of the world's elite. This is not acceptable. We have to do more of this. North, south, power center, power periphery, and I'm not calling myself powerful and you unpowerful. That's not what I'm saying. It's more nuanced than that. In the US, we have a tremendous population that is marginalized. We have the global south in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just, it's nuanced. These groups need to begin working together. What's the end? The end for me to global learning is collaborative problem solving. So does global learning matter? It matters if we're getting people together from different layers of the global economic order to work together at solving global problems, big time problems. Tell me what those problems are. You tell me, what are some global problems today? If you just list three of the top, the most pressing issues we face as humans today, what would they be? List one. Come on, don't be afraid. Yes, sir.
Who are those matrix?
You say that again?
Who are those matrix? Who are those matrix?
There you go. Fantastic. Another example of a major global problem.
Yeah, poverty.
Poverty. Poverty. Thank you. Another one. Sir. Health issues, diseases, public, fantastic problem. We face all of us, right? This is a global problem. Other global problems, sir.
Quality relations in the global village.
Fantastic. Thank you. Another one.
Quality standards.
We got it. We know what global problems are, okay? Second sub-thesis. Ready for this one? You have what philosophers in Latin America call hermeneutical privilege at the table where those global problems are engaged and solved. Hermeneutical privilege. What in the world does that mean? I didn't know what it meant the first time I heard it, and somebody had to teach me. Anybody know what hermeneutics is?
Teach us, teach us.
Okay, yeah. It is the act of interpreting history, a text, an event, its interpretation, hermeneutics. Poverty. If we're at this table talking about poverty and solutions to it as a global problem, you may, I don't know your own socioeconomic backgrounds or upbringing, you may have a privileged position to construct relevant solutions to that problem at a global level. When you look around that table and see a bunch of individuals from Western Europe who went to Cambridge, you see across the other corner of the table some guy from Stanford, you get the idea. They may not have the hermeneutical privilege that you bring to the engagement and solving of global problems. I want you to know, you are vital, vital. Zimbabwe is vital. If we are to get serious as a human race about engaging and transforming problems of global magnitude, do not forfeit the power that is inherent to you and your history as a country to notions of Stanford is better. The answer is in research at Harvard. The World Bank and the IMF